Welcome to Algebra 1, Semester 1, Unit 4 and 5 notes. This is page 1 of Unit 4 and 5. You will see we just have a preparation video, and then when you come to class, you'll be doing this assignment after this video. Okay? This is page 2 of the notes, backside of the front page. Objective 1, can you write the equation of a line in slope-intercept form? And slope-intercept form is given right here. It is f of x equals mx plus b. The m stands for slope, and the b is your y-intercept. So go ahead and write those on your page. And then here in A, you're given the slope and the y-intercept. So you'll simply write f of x equals (6x plus -8). Now, in your final format, I wouldn't like to see that plus minus, so I'd prefer that you just go ahead and multiply that out. A positive and a negative make a negative. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Whoa, wrong way. Just a little bit closer so that you can see these notes a little bit better. Okay. On B, we're told the slope's 1/2, y-intercept 0. So we write y equals, you would normally put mx plus b. The m is 1/2. Slope always has x attached to it. And then it's up to you whether you put plus 0 or whether you just leave it without anything. Either way is correct. On the next one, slope is -4/3, so it would be y equals, slope is always attached to the x, so it's -4/3 x. And then the y-intercept is -2, so rather than put plus -2, we just put -2. Again, remember, you can stop these videos, pause, rewind, go back and study them. That's the intent of them. Now you noticed on those two I put y. On this one I have f of x. F of x is just a more formalized name for y. It simply means the function of x, which y is a function of x. So here again I'll put f of x. It's like saying that I'm Mrs. Kane or my first name is Tammy. So it's the same kind of thing. I prefer that you use the f of x because as we get further into algebra, you'll see the real advantage of getting used to those notations. So the slope is 1x. Y-intercept is +3. Now it would be acceptable to also write f of x equals x plus 3, since 1, x, and just plain x are the same value. Okay, next little section here. Can you write the equation of a line in slope-intercept form from a graph? Well, we see that our y-intercept is 0, 3, so we know our b value equals 3. We will have to count the slope. Remember from previous lessons, slope equals rise over run. So if we start down here at this point, 3, -2, and we count how far we rise, and then turn the corner and go straight over the other point, that would be our run. So our rise is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our rise is 5. Now our run, because it goes to the left, it needs to be a negative, because negative numbers go left, or you're subtracting when you go left. So 1, 2, 3, that's a -3. That's your slope. We will attach it to the x, and then we will add our y-intercept, which happens to be +3. We set that all equal to f of x. Okay. Next one. Our b value, our y-intercept is 3 again. Our slope this time, we rise just a short amount and run quite a ways. So our slope, again, is rise over run. So we rise 1. We run 1, 2, 3, 4, and this time it's to the right, so it's a positive. So it's 1/4 x plus 3, that was our y-intercept, equals f of x. Okay, next one. Can you write the equation of a vertical and horizontal line? Write an equation for a vertical and horizontal line through the given point. Well, if it is horizontal, it's going this way. That means that it would go through the y value at -7. It would also go through the x value. But if we think about it, all the y values will be the same because it's always going at that level on the y-axis. So a horizontal line is y equals -7. On the vertical line, it's going through 3 and -7, but then it's going to go through 3, 5 and 3, 0 and all these other things at the measure of 3 because it's going through the x-axis, so it would be x equals 3. Now if you wanted to think about it as a slope, the horizontal line has 0 slope, so you could write y equals 0x plus 8 in this case, because that's your y value. But you would need to simplify it to y equals 8. On the vertical, it goes to that x value, so it would just be x equals -5. We do not have a y variable in a vertical line. Okay? Very bottom of the page. Can you write the equation of a line in slope-intercept form? Write the equation for the line of each below. Well, here's the problem. It's telling you a point that it passes through and the slope, but it's not giving you the y-intercept. So the best format to use for that would be point slope format. Point slope form is simply y minus y1 equals m, meaning slope, times x minus x1. And this is your x1 value and your y1 value. That's your first point. So now we can go y minus the -3 from the y value, -3 equals, our slope is 3, and our x value is -4. Now it does ask us to put this in slope-intercept form up here. So we do need to get it converted to the y equals mx plus b, which all of you guys are very good at doing your algebra now. So we have y, negative and a negative makes a positive 3. 3, x, negative, negative makes a positive 4. Now in order to get the y by itself, that's all that we're doing in slope-intercept form, we need to distribute first y plus 3 equals 3x plus 12, and now subtract 3 from over here by the y. We get y equals 3x plus 9. Okay. Now we have that it passes through 2 points, but we do not know what the slope is. So now we have to use the slope formula, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That's just your rise over your run. So we take our 2 for the y. We'll just call this x2, y2. You could have labeled it either way, and this one x1, y1. Could have labeled this one x1, y1, and this one x2, y2. The x's are always the first one, so they're always the one on the bottom. Minus, minus, and then -8 and 0. 2 minus a -8, well, that becomes positive. So we have 2 plus 8 is 10. 4 minus 0 is 4. Okay. So now we can write our slope-intercept form. We have y equals, should be our slope, 10/4, which can reduce to 5/2. 5/2 x. And they did end up giving us the slope-intercept because it's got a 0 for the x. So we just simply put -8. Okay. That is the end of section 7.1, or no, preparation for unit 4.5.